Do you know why you're not getting rich? You're probably lost, unsure of how to make more money. You and your family can't seem to break free from debt. The people around you don't believe in your abilities, and sometimes, even you don't believe in your own potential. Certainly, you have habits and a mindset typical of those who are financially struggling. Over time, I've come to realize that wealthy people have a mindset and habits that are quite different from those who lack money. To give you an idea, in the United States, 20 billionaires have the same wealth as 128 million people. It's worth noting that a significant portion of these American billionaires are self-made individuals, not heirs. So, have you ever stopped to think about why these individuals make more money than the entire rest of the population? What sets them apart? What mindset do they employ? Why do they earn more cash? Today, I'm going to reveal the habits that differentiate the rich from the poor. Habit 1. The rich study a lot. The poor believe that studying won't make you grow, while the wealthy understand that every time you study, you improve. More experience, more skills to solve problems because you've studied other cases that have occurred over time. Those who hold the limiting belief that college isn't good, that studying isn't worthwhile, are completely wrong. On the contrary, all wealthy individuals study every day, whether it's through reading, watching online materials, or researching topics of interest at the moment. The rich know that knowledge is the only thing they will carry through life, and no one can take that away from them. Habit 2. The rich work with their minds. The poor believe that working hard for a longer time will make you rich. This isn't true because the rich work more with their minds. They understand that time is money. If they put their bodies into doing a job, they'll lose time for new opportunities. So it's much more worthwhile to delegate that work to someone else. It's crucial to emphasize this because the poor often end up with only one income as a result. They dedicate almost 24 hours of their time working hard, while the rich have multiple income sources because they are working with their minds, with strategy, and by directing people. Unfortunately, to earn a substantial income in life, it's unlikely you'll achieve it by working with just one income source. You'll need to have multiple streams of income flowing passively into your account every day for you to one day hit your first million. Habit 3. The rich think rationally. The poor often think with the more emotional part of the brain. It's common to see people earning money and spending it all in less than a month, in less than a week, even on the same day they receive the money. Many believe they won't take money with them in this life. A significant number spend on momentary pleasures, while the rich prefer to think more rationally. For example, if I earned $1,000 today, I could spend it tomorrow, or I could use it to invest in the stock market, cryptocurrency, or anything else that will yield greater returns by the end of the year. When you stop thinking emotionally, wanting to buy something just because you've always dreamed of having it, you realize how the rich can turn small amounts of money into very large fortunes. Habit 4. Rich people don't play the victim. Many poor individuals, having faced various problems and sometimes having very different realities from wealthy people, tend to victimize themselves. They blame others, the world, and every bit of luck they don't have, but they never blame themselves. All the rich people I know with a wealthy mindset understand that they are the biggest culprit for any problem in their lives. If you start thinking in this way, you shift from a passive stance, waiting for things to happen, to an active one, where you realize the problem is yours and you need to change to grow. So, take a moment now to reflect and see if you're blaming others more than yourself. If you find yourself blaming something every day, be cautious, because there's still time to change. Habit 5. The poor believe in luck. The rich do not. The poor often think that life will change purely by luck. They hope luck will knock on their door and say, "Here, take $1 million." That's why many of them spend money on lotteries and gambling. In contrast, the rich understand that luck doesn't exist. Essentially, luck is nothing more than opportunities, and it all depends on whether you are prepared to seize those opportunities. Often, The poor also have opportunities but can't see a way to make money from them. Meanwhile, the rich often have the mindset that any small opportunity can turn into a big one if they grab it tightly. Remember, luck doesn't exist. You create your own luck. The rich see wealth as a goal to be achieved, not as the result of chance. Habit 6. The rich live based on risk versus return. The poor are often afraid to take risks, which is quite normal, as it's often taught from generation to generation that it's not worth taking risks. The rich realize it's worth it. All of this instills in their minds that the return you'll get is directly linked to the risk you take. The more risk you take, the more money you can gain or lose, and this applies for a lifetime, whether in investments, work, projects, etc. Imagine a startup that is just starting now, has 3 employees, and they ask you to be the 4th employee. They show you that if you join now, in the future, when they sell the startup, you will earn millions of dollars. However, you have been working as an employee for 5 years in your current company. If you leave your current job for something uncertain, that's the risk return. You may take the risk and, in the future, earn much more than if you had stayed in your old job, but it's also possible that the startup doesn't succeed, and you end up with nothing in the end. The rich have the mindset that it's more worthwhile to take risks than to live a monotonous life as usual. Habit 7. The rich are experts in what they do. The poor often work reasonably in their field, perhaps because their boss doesn't appreciate them or their salary is too low for their capabilities. But the rich have the mindset that even if they receive little, even if no one values them, even if nothing happens in 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, they will always give their best. Depending on the situation, if someone asks for 1, they will deliver 3. If they need to work 8 hours a day, they'll work 12 because they have the goal of getting rich. They can't afford to waste time just resting because they are tired. They give up going to a party on the weekend, for example, because they want to focus on work and have more opportunities to grow. If someone asks for a favor, always do your best with a smile on your face and enthusiasm. People see this, and at some point, someone will notice, and your life can change in an instant. So always do your best because opportunity knocks on everyone's door. Be prepared. This is the Millionaire Mode channel. Other video options are appearing on the screen for you to watch. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.